Okay, so I'm going to show you my full joint mobility routine. It's quite a few exercises, but once you get the hang of them, it doesn't take too long. Start off slow, and just learn the techniques first, learn the movements first. So to begin, I just like to begin with a stretch, so with the breath. So start by interlinking the fingers, okay, down just below the belly button. Okay, then take an inhale, come up to shoulder level, and then exhale, turn the hands down, pressing down towards the ground, and inhale, reach up above the head, exhale, release, and come back to center, and then interlink the fingers again. So do that 5 times. So inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale, release, come back to center. Two more times. Good, and then triceps is the next one. So bring the arm up above the head, hand behind you, and then just hold on to the elbow and just start to draw the elbow. And from the back, you can see where I'm trying to bring my hand down. And then just take 5 breaths here. Try not to lean forward with your head. Try to keep the chin tucked. Try not to flare out the ribs. Draw the belly in. Tuck the tailbone. And release other side. Good. Okay, arm across the body. So, thumb down, bring the arm across. Other hand comes just above the elbow. Okay, you want to draw the shoulder back and down, and then start to draw the hand across. You're pressing with this hand against the arm, rotating the thumb down to get a stretch. Okay, just make sure you draw the shoulder back. Don't bring it forward like that. Good, I change sides. So rotate, hand above the elbow, just the tricep, draw back and stretch. Again, 5 breaths. Good, and back. Okay, now just going to stretch the neck. So I usually go left and right first. So again, you can do this between 5 and 10 times each side. So just turn the head to the left. When you get to the left, a nice thing to do is to look all the way to the left with the eyes, and it goes a little bit further. Eyes back to center. Come back all the way to the right. Eyes go to the right, and again to the left, to the right. And in the morning time, you can do this a little slower. Always keep the breath flowing as you do the exercise. And just one more. Good, and then next one is up and down. Okay, so chin goes to your chest, down. I try to keep the gaze of my eyes in the same place, and as I lift my chin up, I'm looking down my nose. As I bring my chin down, I'm looking towards my eyebrows. So we do this in yoga. It's actually exercising the eyes as well. Of course, you can do it quicker if you want. It's actually nice to do these movements slow. In yoga, we would do these much slower. Maybe 7 seconds between each movement, or to get to each position. Okay, next one is ear to shoulder. So make sure the shoulders are drawn down and back. Again, don't flare the rib cage. Kind of keep this engaged. Shoulders in a natural position. And then draw the ear to shoulder. And other side. I tend to look in a mirror when I'm doing this one because I tend to turn my head on one side a little bit too much, so I'm trying to keep my head straight. So it's kind of interesting when you look at your reflection, you can really see and correct your alignment a little bit better. Okay, good. Next one I like to do then is I like to draw the chin in and then extend the chin out. Again, don't strain too much. You can hold it in this position for a moment, or if it feels good, nice stretch for as long as you need to. But don't strain too much, so don't too much force here, just nice and gentle. Okay, and then the last one I do is just circles. Again, take your time with the circles. I'm probably hitting off the microphone each time I do this, so apologies for the noise. Okay, good. Now, next exercise, then I go to the shoulders. I like to roll the shoulders back, so both shoulders at the same time. So, nice big movement. So I usually do it between 5 and 10 times, and then change direction going forward. Okay, and then I do shoulder rotations, but one shoulder follows the other. So we'll start with back, word rotations. Keep the hands at the side and just rotating the shoulders. And try not to move my hips too much. I'm trying to just move the shoulders. And then change directions, forward rotations, one following the other. Okay, good. And then the next one, arms out. So they don't have to be the same level as the shoulders for this one, maybe just down a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to roll the shoulders forward, drawing the shoulder blades away from each other. Good. Roll the shoulders back, drawing the shoulder blades together. Okay. So just like that. 10 times. Good. Okay. Next one then. Arms out, shoulder level. Point the fingers. And I'm going to do rotations. So I'm going to spiral the hands. So I'm going to go opposite direction. So you can see where I'm spiraling opposite. And then I change direction on each side. So just opposite directions. And again, about 10. Okay, and then after I've done that, I do, I really like this exercise. It's more of a nerve stretch for the neck and the shoulder. Okay, so fingertips to shoulder, arm parallel to the ground, elbow pointing out, and you're going to look towards the side you're going to do. So in this case, I'm looking towards my left side. Okay, and as I reach out my fingertips, I rotate, turn my head, and I look up to the right towards the sky or the ceiling, and I can hold that, and I'm really rotating the hand palm up. Okay, and then I come back and to the start position, looking towards the elbow again, and then I rotate and make sure you're breathing. And again, if this feels really good, you should hold it. Make sure you're looking up and away and reaching with the fingers each time you do it. Okay, I usually do 5 of those, change sides. Good, and then just shake it out. Okay, now we go on to spinal rotations. Okay, so 2 ways. You can feet shoulder distance apart in the two ways. You can either leave the heels on the mat or you can lift the heel. So it depends on how good your knees are. Okay, so take care of that. I'm using the hips, letting the arms relax. Okay, I'm just trying to get the arms to move and the body to move by using my hips. So just start off slow. Just be careful if you're doing this in a small area that you have space. You really want the arms to flow. And then as I get into it, you see the way the arms are hitting my back. And then it's actually stimulating the kidney area when I hit the back. Okay, and then after about 10, 15 of those, I start to try and look behind. So really get into more of a spinal twist. Again, if you need to, you can lift the heel, go onto the toes, and keep the heels flat. Okay, I usually do at least 30. I try to hit 50 of those when I'm doing it. Okay, and next we go into the hips. So, big rotations here. So, try and keep the head and the feet aligned and try to just move the hips. Helps if you have the hands on the hips, this way or this way, it doesn't really matter. Just big rotations. Okay, 10 one way and then change direction, 10 the other way. And just really feel like you're getting into the hip joint. Good, okay then, small rotations. So same thing, but just much smaller. Really important that we get into the hip joint and then change direction again. You know, I'm not paying attention too much to the count at the moment because I'm just demonstrating, but you know, you can count 10 each side. And then pelvic tilts, so tilting one way, tilting the other. So tucking the tailbone and then drawing the tailbone out. So again, a lot of people are stuck here in the hips, and it's actually a very important exercise. Use it in yoga and martial arts. You're able to draw that tailbone down, and then obviously always go the other way, draw the tailbone out. Okay, good, and then just shake it out. Okay, next one down we go towards the knees. So, feet together, heels down, toes pointing forward, knees together as well, hands above the knees, and just going down as far as we can and then pressing back. Now I'm not locking the legs here too much, I'm just trying to keep the heel on the ground. It's for the ankles and the Achilles, calves, also you're working the knee joint. And again, about 10 of these. I'm not pressing, I'm just going back, coming down. Okay, same position, keeping the heels down. I'm going to do rotations with the knees together. Ten one way, 10 the other. And then rotations, knees apart. And then other direction. Good. Okay, heels together, toes apart, about 45 degrees, and we're going to just go up and down like a squat, but the heels are going to lift, and I'm going to drive through the balls of the feet. Okay, so going down, pushing back up, trying to keep good alignment here. And again, remember, drive through the balls of the feet. Bring yourself back up. And then forward direction, so same exercise more or less, toes pointing forward. Okay, you can have them a little bit apart if you need to just try and get a position that's good for you. So again, going forward, lifting the heels, coming back all the way up. Between 5 and 10. And then I like to hold it at the end. So you can balance here. And then maybe gently, a bit more advanced, drop the knees down. Come back up all the way. Good. Okay, next one then is ankles. So from here, point the toes, and we're going to just do ankle rotations. So just drawing a circle with the toes. For balance, you may need to hold on to something here and then change direction. Good. Other side. Now, whoops. Good. Change direction. It's interesting. There's a slight slope in the back garden. Not making excuses, but it does make it more challenging. Interesting. Now, plantar flexion, dorsiflexion. So point the toes, pull the toes back. It's okay if you lose your balance. You're really trying to build the balance on the standing leg as well. If you need to hold on to something, as I said. Good. Okay, toes. So I have very flexible toes. I'm lucky. So this might be difficult for some people. So just roll the toes forward, roll them back. So just backwards and forwards, like that. And then try and get it in, make a bit of a circle. Go through all the toes. And at the end, if you can, just very gently stretching them out. Give it a shake. Other side. And give it a shake. Now, I do like to do this one. This is really for the ankle. So I'll show you from different angles. I'm keeping the heel down, toes pointing forward, knee, very important, outside the big toe. So have a good kind of knee, shin, ankle, foot alignment. And I gently press forward, but I'm really keeping the heel down. Okay, from the side, you can see this. You can hold the heel down if you need to get help. And this is great for the Achilles and also for the ankle. Again, just demonstrating that you can hold it. Start off slow. You can hold it for 30 seconds less, but you can go up to a minute on these or even more as you get used to them. Good. And then come up, give it a shake. And then I like to do this one where if you can go all the way down to your knees. Okay? And then onto your toes. Sit back on the heels. Onto your toes, sit back on the heels again. And then if you can spend some time just to get more flexibility in the toes just by sitting here. You can do this when you're listening to music or reading a book or watching TV. Okay, and then more advanced, I like to come up and then drive back and all the way up. So notice I keep the good alignment, so hinge, go down, drop the knees, off the toes, back to the heels, onto the toes. Good, drive back, onto the heels. Drive the shins back and come up. Okay. And up. Okay. Next are the wrists. All right. So, first exercise, you can interlink the fingers. This is a nice one, and just roll. Keep the elbows in, and then roll the other way. So that's a nice one. So you can do that to start off. Okay, next one then is to hold the wrist with the other hand, make a fist, and then just circles. The reason why I hold the wrist is because I don't want my arm to move. So I want to get it into the wrist as much as I can. Try to get as much mobility, full circles. Change direction. And we'll do about 10 each side, each direction. Okay, and then forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Let's show that from this angle. So you're trying to point, pull back, point, pull back, point, pull back. Good, and then other wrist, 10, one way, good, 10 the other way. Good, and forward and back. Good, okay, give it a shake. And now, fingers, so try to go one at a time, so just to develop the grip and dexterity. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like to hold it at the end, give it a squeeze, the fist, and then open it and extend the fingers. You can hold that too. And then you can do a few kind of quick ones. Good. And give it a shake. And then you can do each digit. So taking the base of each digit and just pulling all the way along till you release. So trying to get some space into the joints of the fingers and thumb. Both sides. Good. And then take the thumb, and I just like to do some rotations, nice and easy. And the other side. And you can massage the pad of the thumb, and you can also do this with a ball on the ground, on the floor. A tennis ball or any other of those exercise balls. Good. And a good shake. Yeah. Okay, so that completes the full body joint mobility routine that I would do. After that, now I add in some other exercises. So we'll just finish on that. If you want to continue, then we'll do the next set of exercises, which is a little bit more advanced. Okay. Okay, so we're going to continue now with a few more advanced joint movement mobility exercises. Okay, so starting with arm spirals. So start with the right arm, palm facing up. And I'm going to spiral out and around the head, come back around behind and come through. So it's like you're holding something in the palm of your hand and you don't want to drop it. So up above the head, so not on this side, more or less center of the head, come back around and really feel that you're getting that nice rotation through the shoulder. Okay, and then change sides. Again, do 5 each side. Forward. Notice the difference between the left and the right. I can really feel some limitations on this left side for me. And really helps me take note of what I need to work on. Okay, then we go the opposite direction. So going back first, then coming up, spiraling up, and then back down to the belly button. So around, down and back. So coming out the back. Make sure you're breathing as you do this. One more. The other side. And just one more. Okay, next one. Together. Okay, so going forward, up, around, back, behind, and come through. So you'll cross at the bottom, and you'll cross over the head at the top. You see the way I'm moving my hips more now, my knees, my shoulders, my spine. So this is a fantastic exercise for the whole body, but really gets the shoulders moving. And we go the opposite direction, go behind. Good. And now we can go opposite. Okay, so one forward, one back. So right hand goes out, left hand comes back, spiral around and back through. It's great for coordination. Again, I feel a lot of restrictions on my left side, so I know it's something that I need to work on. Okay, especially when I do the opposite direction, when I can really feel the restriction in that left side. So it's a good exercise to take a note of what you may need to work on. So you can play with that one. It's not that easy. Okay, and the next one is just to do some rotations with the shoulder and the elbow. So start with the palm down and put the thumb out, so it gives you an idea for direction. Rotate in, come out, and then around, rotate the hand back down. Notice the way I'm going past the shoulder as much as I can and coming around. So I'm trying not to move my body as I do that. Just trying to roll the shoulder, change direction. Okay, other side. And just notice, when we changed direction, that the palm was up when I went the other way. And then, so as you come through, rotate. Okay. Other side. Palm down first, thumb comes towards you, rotate out past the shoulder, come around, rotate back. Palm down again. You could do these ones first before the other ones if you feel like it. And then other direction. Nice click on my left shoulder here. Good, and then just circle, just to loosen it all up. Okay, next exercise is elbow rotations. So I like to rotate the elbow in, past center, and around, and the hand comes out, back down. So you're really focusing on extending through the elbow. So the elbow comes around, past center line, and then hand comes out, back down. So I'm sure I'm making some noise here, hitting off the microphone. Apologies again. Good. Okay. And then as many as you want of these, always feels good. And then the next one is just trying to extend like a bow and arrow. And then change sides. So you can really move the hips, knees, spine. Just start getting into the movement a bit more. So it's a really nice movement. Okay. The next one then is standing hip rotations. So this is going to test your balance a little bit, so you may need to stand against a wall or something that you can lean on just in case you lose your balance, or you can just use that in the beginning. So you're going to lift the knee up as high as you can, take the leg out to the side, rotate, and really squeezing the glute here as you come around, come through. Good. I'd like to come all the way through without putting the leg down, but you can put the leg down if you need to before you come to the other side. And you're going to kick back, engaging the glute, rotate around and back down, and then other side. So lift up, rotate out, rotate back, all the way around, squeeze the glute, come through, and you're going to go back. Good. And come back around. And then we go again, other side, out, rotate, back around, coming through, and then back and around and down. And again, up, out, rotate, come around, all the way through, and then back, around, back to the front, and down. And again, one more. Oop. Does test your balance. Take your time doing this one. It takes a while to get it, get the balance and get the full movement. So don't strain on any of these exercises. And back. Good. And then give the legs a bit of a shake before we go on to the next one. And then the last one I like to do is just trying to get the whole body to move. So just relax as much as you can. Try and get everything, ankles, knees, hips, shoulders, and really get into the spine. Really try and feel into the rib cage, into all those areas that you might feel stiff in. And just kind of start off slow and just start to move. You can make waves with the body. That's a good way to start the exercise. So kind of full body waves. And then start to put a little bit more spirals, come all the way down, start to move. And you can go nice and slow here as well and really feel into the body. Again, as I said, just look for those spots. And don't be afraid to explore and just move around. And if you had more space, you could start moving the feet, moving around, and start moving the hands a little bit. Incorporating some of the movements that we already did. Just relax. Breathe. Good. And I'd like to finish up with that one. So that last one was really nice. So really kind of helps you get into those little tight areas and really keep that mobility in the body. Okay, so hopefully that's of some help to you. Just as a look at the description of the video, there's going to be a list of all the exercises and techniques. Okay, thank you.